All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a problem this morning. This driver here it's been parked here for about over an hour. Well, close to an hour. Now, I called 911 twice. I called them 22 minutes ago. Then I just called them about 5 minutes ago. And there's still no EMT, no NYPD officer trying to figure out what's wrong with this man behind the wheel. Now, this man is either intoxicated or he's having a medical problem. And he seems like he is breathing, ladies and gentlemen, but this driver here, he's not responding to any driver's commands. He's not responding to anyone, including myself. It's half hour. I've been standing here waiting for NYPD and EMTs to get here in Long Island City, and no one has showed up to assist this man in medical assistance if he needs it. This is why New York City sucks. The response time is slow. Mind you, there's a fire department right down the street. 3 blocks down the street, there's a fire department with EMT. Why are they not here? I'm on 11th. So, fire department's on 47th, or 46th Street, or 46th Avenue, one of those streets. But still, why is NYPD still not here after I made an initial call about 30 minutes ago? This is the problem in New York City, the response time. You guys, this is the exact same thing what happened to me on the subway, profiling. Why don't you police officers, please do your duty? You're supposed to uphold and serve. So you just wait to see this. I already called EMT. He might be asleep, might be intoxicated, but he's been there for about 45 minutes. There they go. There they go. Even though, wait, look, you guys are down the block. It took a half hour. Fuck it. Come this way. Come around, please. God damn. He's been standing there for 45 minutes, unconscious. Gonna have to wait. Gotta breathalyze him. Dude, he fell asleep. He was that's dangerous, bro. If you're that tired, you should not be able to if you're that tired, everyone, do not drive. You can cause accidents. They're just gonna let him go? He's got to be intoxicated. To be sitting there for 45 minutes? I'm sorry, but... Dude has to be intoxicated. I'm so sorry, but no one does that for fucking 45 minutes. So, let me get a plate. Just in case NYPD calls me back. That's a YTR0884 Texas. He's from Texas. Is that B or Y? YTR0884 Texas plate? Jesus Christ, bro. You know how many people like got out their car, knocked on his window, and he did not respond? That's freaky. I want to see what NYPD does, because that was 45 minutes. We still parked here. Is he still drinking? Is he drinking? Yes, he is. Oh my God, he just had a can of beer. Oh my Panda, are you kidding me? Is that a can of beer? Did you just see that through the window? I'm not sure you saw that, right? He was just... We say NYPD when you want to actually get something done, right? You see how you call 911 for medical services, and mind you, 911 NYPD doesn't show up. You see that, everyone? But they want to profile me last week on the subway for no reason. Yeah, you know what, NYPD, you're so confusing. You profile me for no reason, but this guy here has broken so much. I'm not saying he broke any laws just yet, but to be parked here for almost an hour, unconscious and not responding, that's kind of weird, man. And there's no police officer to show. Jeez. So yeah, everyone, call 911 over 40 minutes ago, and only, mind you, fire department's just down the street. So why does it take so long? And you wonder why people don't respect. I don't know if they blocking this guy off or what. But you're coming from a long way, friend. See, everyone's coming from Texas for some reason, up in New York City. Thank you, Mayor Adams. But just showing you guys what's going on this morning. He's intoxicated. He's probably intoxicated. I got this hunch he is. I think the fire department knows it too, but they're going to just let them. If they're waiting for NYPD to show up, I'm pretty sure they're going to breathalyze him, just to make sure that he's not intoxicated. He's, you know, no one passes out like that while driving unless you're really tired and you've been driving for hours. That could be understandable, but you had cars coming left and right, barking. You had a driver that stepped out and you didn't respond? I should have just looked in the car and see if he was drinking. But man, I'm just showing you guys in real time that NYPD never showed up, as I requested for a unit, just in case to check on this person's well-being. They never showed. See, try to do the right thing. See, try to do the right thing. You doing funny, Have? Oh no, we got an EMT now. Like I said, they're just down the block. Why does it take so long? They're just down the block. I swear to you guys, they literally are 3 blocks down the street. Yo, EMT, just breathalyze this guy. Something ain't right, bro. No one passes out like that. Because let's say he starts driving and let you know he gets into an accident. Because he's not fully impaired. You know what I mean? Being a driver in New York City is a responsibility. You take an oath as a driver to uphold the driving laws and safeties of others. Simple as that. No matter where you're from, you took an oath. You signed those papers. Yeah, you guys do an assessment, please. I'm pretty sure EMT is smart enough to know, like, I'm just trying to help the guy, everyone. That's all. But they need to ask questions because this is very odd. And still, no NYPD officer has appeared. It's just amazing how 911 just lacks the responsibility to call NYPD, fire department, and EMT on time. Mind you, I called them about 45 minutes ago, and they just now arrived. So apparently none of these firemen speak any Espanol. Or if they do, I'm pretty sure they do. He's from a long way home, Texas. Yo, 108, what's the deal, guys? Normally you guys respond really quick. I bet you guys are freaking on Jackson Avenue. Got no power steering in that damn thing? You're struggling behind that wheel, friend. Listen. Come on. Sure there's nothing in the back of the vans. You don't want another van with another, like the other day we saw a guy with a bunch of, gasoline and propane in his van. Very dangerous. One spark, boom. And that video is going viral on Instagram. Holy crap. Now NYPD is going to ask me a question like, why you didn't report this? I did. You guys didn't respond to it. Just like you didn't respond to this. But you want to respond and profile me on the subway for no reason. Good job, NYPD. Good job. Good job. That's why I'm suing you again. 2 lawsuits. It's a little cold to this morning. I'm telling you, the temperature just dropped. Wow, I'm so sorry, but 108, you kind of disappoint me today. I expect one of you officers to be here in response of this call. But now I have something to say to 108. This guy's driving down the wrong way. And another one. I think they see something in the car. I think they see something in the car that's giving him verification. Yeah, I think they know he might be intoxicated. They see something. So now they want to pull out their lights. See, that's protocol. Yeah, come out the vehicle, friend. Hello there. Good morning. Just coming in. I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. Now this guy's just walking away after like sleeping behind the wheel for 47 minutes at this stoplight. Very bizarre, man. I want to look inside his van. I want to see if there's... I know, it's invasion of the Fourth Amendment. But you can't leave your van there, though. That's the whole thing. It's a traffic violation. You can't just leave your van. If it's broken down, ladies and gentlemen, you just gotta call tow. If not... But the purpose is that he was just sleeping there. I don't know what's going on, everyone. But this is strange behavior, man. And he's from Texas, apparently. Little runs great. This is why they should have just called backup, just in case to see he's not. So there's been no NYPD, as I requested. 911 asked for a unit to come by and check on a civilian that's been standing out, mind you, parked here at the beginning for about half hour. I called again about 16 minutes ago, and still no NYPD officer. Just fire department EMT. Where's he going now? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Is he intoxicated or what? Alright, let me just make a report. Let me write this down. Oh shit, my pen. Paper. The time. Did you generate that shit? So there's nothing wrong with the car. So what's the problem? VTR 0884. That is the license plate. This guy's just walking. He might be intoxicated. Like I said, where are 911? Why is he walking away? He's all the way down here now. Yeah, something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. This is why NYPD should have been here. Because this guy is walking all the way down Let's find out what's going on with this vehicle. Because that is... Yo, don't you guys think this is strange? Don't you guys think this is strange? I think he Jimmy rigged that shit. You think he hot-wired that? These officers are kind of, these firemen are like... You got no lock on the door? Oh, my Panda. No lock on the door. Okay, there's a lock on the door. So was he intoxicated or what? No one knows. No one's going to give a report, but I'm going to find out at some point. But yeah, it seems like he was intoxicated. Because I don't... Yeah, fire department just goes. This guy... Yeah, this is why I'm documenting this. So if any city official wants to ask questions, they can just look at this video. This is evidence. I'm pretty sure someone is going to look at this. Because I'm going to report it. But again, the van is parked illegally. Because it's not supposed to be parked in that zone. Just to give you FYI. Alright, let's do our little own investigation. Let's find out what's in the van. Let's find out ourselves. So we get a clear picture of what is going on. I see you, dumbass. Let's see here. Very strange, friend. Doesn't seem that he has anything that he should not have. But these tents are... Just got a bunch of clothes in there. Some power tools. But still, it's parked illegally. Not supposed to park here. Park here. So either this guy was intoxicated, like I said. And I think fire department did not want to wait for 108. Come on, guys. It's been an hour since I called 911. And not one police officer showed their face. Yeah. So, let's go find out where this guy went. But that's his plate. And I'm not blurring it out. Because when EMT and NYPD office, FDNY do that, there's either something wrong with the person, either he's just intoxicated, or the fact that, like, they know he's intoxicated, but they can't do anything. There's no officer here, and they allow him, yeah, for them to drive his vehicle, something is wrong with that. So someone can explain to me, because the procedure here in New York City is just weird. But yeah, he's gonna get told eventually. So with that said, everyone, I was trying to help this man. I guess I did help him get away with not going to jail for intoxication. Because that's what he was going to go to jail for if he was intoxicated. But why would he walk down this way? That's a good question that we all need to know. What's in this direction? Work? Early in the morning, bro. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was my day of mourning. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I talked to you guys only. I did some live streams yesterday to talk about my loss why I'm dealing with my own mental health, why I miss E. Lee. And it's been hard for me, everyone. It's been very hard to forget about someone that was so nice to me, so beautiful and so kind. But in this generation, the world is so toxic, so full of hate, that she was a victim of an Asian hate crime 5 years ago, everyone. She was beaten multiple times. She was stripped naked and then violated twice. I'm not going to say the R word, but... And then beat again to a point where she became brain dead. She had to breathe, mind you. While in the hospital, she was breathing out of an oxygen machine to keep her alive. But it was no sense, because on September 20th, 2020, she died from her injuries. So I want people to know how I want people to know that, like, it wasn't fair, you know. It wasn't fair that E. Lee had to be a victim of Asian hate crimes during the pandemic. I love that woman very much, everybody. And they took her from me. And I want to show you some very exclusive photographs that I don't normally show. So this is E. We went to go pick up some more chili plants for the garden. And she was so happy because, mind you, we were growing a lot of chili plants. A lot of chili plants. Just look at that cute face. Oh my panda, come on. You can't say no to that cute face. But yeah, this is us just having fun together, like always. But now I cannot have that fun. I'm never going to have that fun ever again. Because she was taken. And I, this week, ladies and gentlemen, I brought some bouquet flowers, fruit basket, and a card for the family. Because last year I did it. They were surprised that I was able to deliver it. But no, I ordered it from a Milwaukee flower shop. Because I'm looking at these other flower shops. They're expensive. Mind you, I spent $436 total for flowers, fruit basket, cards, and not just any flower, like bouquet flowers, anyone. Really nice ones. If you haven't seen my post on YouTube, you should go look at it. I think some of you ladies would say, that is a beautiful set of bouquet flowers for her. Wow. Like, literally, wow. Like, huge. Like, it's big. It's humongous. It's like a wreath. Like a Christmas big giant wreath of nothing but flowers, everyone. So, yeah. And then I get profiled by police. Mind you, listen, this is my New York City Press credentials pass right here. And they got the nerve to profile me knowing that I was right. They knew they screwed up. And then I'm dealing with this, everyone. I'm dealing with poor wages, not enough income, trying to survive in this wacky and crazy city. I'm just trying to do my best, everyone. And not only that, PayPal still didn't release my funds, so I can't even go eat today either. So yeah, everyone, I have to wait until Monday in order to get my money from PayPal, because PayPal wants to just hold on to my money. What was the purpose of them holding my... listen, they do this from time to time like a bunch of idiots. They're a bunch of idiots. I need to buy groceries. I need to eat, you know? I need to get on the train. And they just... Yeah, PayPal is just horrible right now. Even though, yes, my PayPal is still working. And yes, I did receive a small donation yesterday from Patricia. Thank you for that $15 donation. But we got it good to go, right? That was horrible. Yeah. If you saw last night's video, the new people that work at this new place, yeah, that was horrible. Food was kind of bland. There's no season, no salt. Mind you, I'm like, what's going on here? I gave it a fucking 3-star because it wasn't that great. That's why I want to see the other guy that works here so he can give me a lot more food for my buck. But, well, it's too late. It happened. Then I brought some Gatorade yesterday because I needed Gatorade for electrolytes because it was pretty... Listen, it wasn't hot yesterday, but, guys, I walk a lot. Yesterday I got over, 18,000 steps? Let me check my steps. I'm not kidding you guys. Look at this. See? On average, I get about 25,000 steps a day. On average. Sometimes 22, sometimes 20,000. That's most New Yorkers walk in a day. That's twice as much as 3 times as much as any New York worker did. I walk more than a cop. I walk more than an NYPD officer. That's a shame, NYPD. You guys are known for walking beats. Not anymore, but you guys don't even walk the streets anymore. But I'm just giving you guys context. So yeah, I'm going through my own mental health problems. And honestly, I got no friends in New York, to be honest with you. Let me tell you why I really don't have friends in New York City. Because when I ask for, mind you, financially, I'm not the richest. I'm not the most stable person right now. When it comes down to this part-time job at night, it's just miserable. But here's the thing. I'm not rich. But when I ask, let me specifically say, right, Lord Brian? When rollerbladers reached out and said, hey man, how can I help with East Flowers? They made all these promises they couldn't keep. And that's why I was like, I don't listen to these folks that make these promises. So yeah, my friend Lord Brian, he's a native New Yorker. He lives in Long Beach, California. He's a rollerblader. Even he contribute a little something. But this summer, everyone, all I have been doing was supporting other people's ventures and collabing. But when I need people to mentally support me when I'm going through these rough times, there was no one giving me that kind of comfort. This is why I tell people, I got no family, I got no friends here. I'm alone. I am alone in this city, and that's just the bottom line of it. Got no fucking Lloyd family. Got no one. I'm doing this on my own. How would you feel if you were the fucking only child, and you're, mind you, not just the only child, but you have nobody? You've been adopted. You've been disowned by that adopted family. You can't even get a fucking trust fund. You can't even get $1. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do everything on my own. With no support. With nobody on my side. The only support I get is from you. But you guys are strangers, and you guys are supporting me. It makes my family look like shit, and I want you to continue to make my family look like shit. because they are a piece of shit. You taking care of me goes to show you how stronger you are and prepared to how they are weak and pathetic. This is why I thank you guys all the time. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening. Because emotionally, I'm lonely. And Jay thinks, you know, working together this summer, there are some things that Jay did that was not kosher to me. And things that he said I did not like. I'm not going to repeat those things, but I told him not to do that. That's not right. We don't do that to people. So with that said, everyone, I'm suffering like everyone else, but I try to do the right thing. I take some of your donations. I wanted it. Right, Patricia? Yesterday, I wanted to take your $15 donation. I wanted to buy other homeless people some food. Because I can use that money on the good to go, right? And order a pizza. When I post on Instagram to the pizza shop, they know who I am. They're like, oh, Panda's going to pick up. They give me more pizza than normal. And I just give out pizza to those in need. I do this all the time. Most of the time, I do it every Monday and Friday. But I couldn't do it on Friday because PayPal wanted to hold money. Fucking douchebags. Excuse my language, and sorry I'm using profanity. I'm so sorry. I apologize if you think that's a very professional way to express my feelings. But I'm telling you guys, it's E. E is in me. E's inside. She's telling me to stay focused. Don't worry about people. Sorry about that. It's E. I miss her. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I am today, everyone. I swear. I wouldn't be the person. I swear. Because I was so serious before I met E. I was always serious about everything. But now I gotta go through another day of bullshit. So I do apologize, everyone. Wow. These guys get lit over here. Look at all the Mylar bags. One Mylar bag. I don't even collect these anymore for recyclers. I don't. You guys are probably wondering why. Well, one day, what was that, a week and a half ago? I was on the G train, and this young lady walks up to me and said, hey, nice headphones. Are you the collector, the Panda guy? I was like, yeah. She goes, from the recycler? I was like, yeah. She goes, okay, I'm so sorry, but your friend, Azario, whatever his name is, he's a fucking jerk. He likes to prey on women. I was like, whoa. And she's saying all these names towards me. I'm like, I didn't do anything to you. Turns out, yeah, he's not very upfront to women. Or he's womanizing women. And I don't like that. So I told JP that I no longer want to represent recyclers because this is not the first time a woman has come up to me and talked about your partner. So I suggest, JP, you know, if you guys are doing things that are very unethical with women, I don't want to be part of it. He understood. So that's why I don't collect those anymore. I'm not part of recyclers anymore. Because every time I want to meet up with them, or it's always an excuse with these guys. They want me to come to them. But wait, you live by the hostel. Why did you just come to my hostel? Doesn't make sense. This is why it's another problem with the recyclers. They get high too much and they don't, sometimes they are just not doing things like I thought they would. You're featuring kids on your Instagram. That's another problem I cannot associate with you with. When you introduce kids to cannabis, that's when I say, fuck you, no, I'm out. You put a child, even though the child, I'm not talking about the little kid. I'm talking about the teenagers. Those 3 girls were not 21, friend. Because one of the, here's the thing, this is a small city, everyone. New York City is not that big. It's FYI, it's not that big. And you don't ask for ages, you don't sign release copyright, intellectual property releases, you don't sign any release forms when you do content. You gotta make sure people are over the age of 21 when you do cannabis content. I keep telling these guys, whoa, I'm driving alongside the road. Look at that, you see that? This is why we gotta record all the time. This is why we gotta record all the time. Not only he violated this, everyone, because you're supposed to heal. You're supposed to heal right here. There's a heal sign. Let me show you. I hope NYPD is watching my videos. You should be. I want to show you guys something. You see that? It says yield, share zone, bike and walk. It literally says it. There's a bike sign there too. There's a sign there. So this is why DOT, you have to put advisory lights here. You know, the yellow blinkers, the heel, you have to put it here in the center, both ways. One facing this way, one facing this way. One here, one across one on the other side. For that to stop, there must be a yellow heel because no one's stopping. But I digress. But like I said, you gotta record everything because you never know what might happen. Just like what happened a few days ago on the subway, police profiling me for no reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have any funds for any breakfast, lunch, or dinner today, until maybe into tomorrow, until PayPal releases the money. Anybody wants to help out today, just for today, I do have my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal open. I do appreciate it if you guys want to help. Because I thought, you know, someone told me yesterday, wait until 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. No, it didn't. Nope. They didn't open it. They didn't release it. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is ThePandaPhotographer. My name is Keiki Alexander. And this is my life. My life is no different from yours. It might be a little awkward, but I'm dealing with my own problems. My loss, these people, these so-called people that want to pretend to be a friend when they're really not a friend. They just want to use you for your intellect and your connections of networking with other brands. I noticed that, rollerbladers. That's why I'm not doing the free giveaway skates anymore for last year. I'm going to do my own skate giveaway. So, if you didn't see one of my videos, I am giving away a brand new pair of women's size 8.5 K2 recreational skates to one of you in the audience. Yes, one of you in the audience is going to win a brand new pair of K2 skates. So, if you haven't seen my videos, K2 and I have been collabing. I used to skate for K2 back in the day as an aggressive inline rollerblader. And they decided to help me with my venture by giving back to those in need by giving out free skates. So they decided to hook me up. So I'm going to hook you guys up for hooking me up and taking care of me. I think that is just fair. So, with that said, 2 of you are going to win a pair of skates. Now, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like, and on that video, look for the video, say free skate giveaway. Leave a comment. Tell me who you are and why do you want these pair of skates. I will select the winner at the end of the month, because the skates will be here tomorrow. Yeah, they're coming in the mail. So anybody wants to win a pair of free, any female that wants to win a pair of free K2 skates. I didn't forget about you males. Alright? I'm trying to pick out something cool for you males. Alright? So if any of you males want to also win a pair of skates, because I will be giving out a free pair of male skates as well. So please do subscribe, like, and share, and follow that video if you want to wear a free pair of skates from me. Like I said, I'm not rich. I don't have enough money. But these are the people I used to delegate with a long time ago as a sports enthusiast athletic person. Yeah, I know people are fake everywhere, friend, but I try to give people a chance, bro. Because, listen, I already went through the drama. I lost 3 people in my life. My daughter, I lost E, I lost my best friend. I can't, dude, I'm emotionally broken. My heart, mind you, I'm not saying my heart is tainted with black. There's some parts of my heart are black. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect. Ever since E passed away, I have changed. I've been a different person. Everyone says I'm being a dick, I'm being cocky. Well, you guys weren't supportive when she died. No one came to my aid or to my side. No one was at her funeral. Not one person other than Jury, which is my Korean friend. She came all the way, she came all the way from fucking South Korea. And you guys are right here in fucking America. She came all the way from South Korea. That's how I know you guys are fucking fake. Don't tell me you guys are fucking real. You guys are so fake. My friend came all the way from South Korea to pay respects, bro. Nah. You got no excuse. None of you rollerblades in New York City, none of you in North America. I have no excuse. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What's your excuse? I'm sorry, everyone. I miss E. She shouldn't have died the way she did. That's why I can say what I want to say to people. You were never there when my daughter died. You were never there when my family just did. You were never there. And you guys were pretending like, yo, we grew up together. No, we did not. You were never there. How is my friend all the way from South Korea just decided to just drop what she's doing just to... Because she met E. She thought E was the most... She was like... You guys are perfect together. Even though Julie, I found out later that Julie had a crush on me. I didn't even know that until after the funeral. She was like, "I love you as much as a friend, but I always have something for you, Panda. So if you need me, just..." I said, and that's when I realized that, like, I loved E that much, that I was willing to sacrifice everything for that girl, which I did. You know, let me tell you a little secret, everyone. Did you know I could have got kicked out of fucking school for dating E? Did you know I could have got kicked out for, like, why? Yeah. When I met E, wasn't in a public place. I met E at a very special place. And I was trying to figure out as a student why she's here. I thought she spoke Chinese. I thought she was Chinese. Turns out I was wrong. She's Hmong. And I was like, Hmong? But isn't that south of Asia? Like, and I realized, like, yeah, there's a lot of Hmong here in Wisconsin. So I do apologize, everyone. And as I said, if you guys watch me long enough, I don't believe in God. Come on now. If you watch my channel long enough, I never have. If there was a God, why are you not protecting the good people from the bad people? Why are you letting the bad people live and do more carnage? That's not God, son. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not being disrespectful. For 46 years of my life, I never once believed in a God that men wrote. I'm not reading what men wrote in a book. I'm so sorry, everyone, if I disappoint you when I said that. It's not for you to be disappointed. It's just this is my take. I don't believe in a being that doesn't exist that man wrote. I want to see proof. If you want to see proof, bring back E. Bring back all the good people that suffer. But that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. This is why I don't believe in God. God, to me, is fake. It's a myth. Just like every other myth that we learned. Just like everyone believes in fucking the daylight savings, which is not a real thing. Man made it up. All for control. Yes. Man made it up to control. That's simple as that. That's how I see it. They didn't make these Bibles to make you believe. It's to control. Look how many bishops, look how many fucking reverends are going to jail now for fraud. This is why I don't believe in God. Left and right, the churches are corrupt too. Sexual assault to children. Nah. I don't believe in God. God doesn't have that kind. Listen, like I said, I'm not trying to rant on you about what you believe in. This is what I believe in. No God exists in my world. Never will, never have. And don't sit here and say, oh, this is why things happen because you don't believe. Nope. I've been good. I give back to the community. I always have been good. Even before E died, I was doing the right thing. So no, because I can prove it. I went to Portland to help another homeless encampment fight for justice. It's called the Homeless Bill of Rights. I was doing that for 3 years until I was scammed by the same people that literally put me into the organization by stealing money from me and pocketing the money and spending the money on their own finances. After I asked Joe to give me, mind you, a financial report because I need to see where all the financials are going. And the financials did not make any fucking sense. That Ibrahim Labarik was pocketing money for his own rent. He wasn't even taking the money to help other people. And this is where we had a disagreement and we almost got into it. And legally, Ibrahim Labarik, this is why Portland doesn't see you as an activist anymore. You're a fraud. You always will be a fraud. Now you know why I don't represent Right to Dream. Because they were a fraud. Mind you, not everyone, but Ibrahim Labarik, you knew what you were doing with the financials. And don't blame it on Lisa, because Lisa was not always in charge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been through a lot. I help people. I even went to Seattle to help the other homeless encampment. I went to Vancouver to help the Vancouver Seattle encampment because it's your right to live, your right to eat, your right to sleep, your right to speak, your right to uphold your rights as a civilian, as a citizen. And I don't care where you're from. You're from Canada? I lived in Vancouver. This is how I know where all the campsites are. I tried to give my money back. You know what my parents said? Why are you giving your money to these people? They don't care about you. At least I'm doing the right thing. At least I'm buying them the sleeping bags and the foods and the accessories they need. And the socks and the gloves and the hand warmers. This is why me and my parents don't agree eye to eye. They want me to spend money on dumb shit like, oh, go buy lobster and go buy some Jordans. Like, I don't need that shit. I don't need Jordans. I don't want even Jordans. I don't even wear Jordans. I'm not that type of black man. I don't wear fucking Jordans. I used to when I was a kid, thought it was cool, thought it was the style, but I realized, no, I'm portraying myself. I'm giving Nike what they want. They want me to buy their overpriced shoes. I'm not saying that I'm not a big fan of Nike. I stopped wearing Nike a while ago. But the point is, everyone, I did my right. I did my justice. So I am my own God. I know what to do as a human being. I know what to do to make people happy. And when I try to do the right thing, everyone wants to say, oh, you're doing too much. Really? Because that's what our jobs are supposed to do. Our jobs and mind you, why are we here? To help each other, right? Then why are we not helping each other? Why are we criticizing all the time? I didn't criticize not one of you. I came on this platform to tell my story, and I got bullied. Mind you, this past winter, I was working for a company, and the internet got me fired. Go look at the video, everyone. I even show evidence of my employer giving me a letter of determination because of the 776 fucking phone calls made to my employer, harassing my employer. You guys got me fired from my job this fucking late winter, early spring. I was literally doing the right thing, and the internet fucked that up. And now I got this bullshit part-time night job. It's something. It's paying my fucking hostel rent. That's all it is doing. I can't afford to buy food with that. I can't afford to buy transportation with that. But the job that I had before had made that option available. You guys got me terminated because some of you guys just wake up every morning with a bunch of hate and just want to make my life miserable. Life is not a test. This is not a test. This is hell. I'm so sorry. I'm not being disrespectful to you. This is hell. Think about it. Why is everyone being so mean? All I wanted was to love. That's all I wanted, man. I want to be loved right now. But I feel I'm not being loved. I'm not saying that I am not, because some of you have supported, like Michael, Lord Brian, Alicia, Sabrina. Sometimes Sabrina comes through. She's from the UK, but she's a busy mom. So, yeah. You got Alicia. She's a mom, too. You got Michael Collins and a few other people. I only got a little support. There's only a very few people that actually financially support this channel. But I just want people to know that, like, I've been through a lot of shit. And I'm sorry to use language again. I am so sorry to do, but I just gotta express it that way. Because it is full of shit that I have to go through this, and I'm not doing anything criminal. I got no felonies, no misdemeanors, no record at all. I'm not out here gangbanging and robbing old people. I'm out here saving old people. And everyone on the internet, the haters, are telling me, not my business. That's not your business. It is my business. A human life is your business. To save a human being is your business. That is what you are meant to live for, to save lives. You don't need God to tell you that. It's just common sense. I just want people to know that, like, I really want peace in the world, but we are never going to achieve that. We're never going to get that. I wish Eve was alive. If Eve, mind you, I swear, if I had the power to resurrect the dead, I'm bringing back certain people. I'm bringing back Michael Jackson. I'm bringing back Eve. I'm bringing back my best friend. I'm definitely bringing back Prince. Hell yeah, I'm bringing back Prince. I'm so sorry, but Prince is my dude. If you don't like Prince, I'm so sorry. Get the fuck out my channel. I mean that. I really mean it. If you don't like Prince, leave now. But like I said, everyone, I'm just trying to... Day by day, I wake up crying because I don't have the person I normally call. I used to call E all the time. And it's been 5 years, everyone. And every day it's just another painful day. But I lived through it. I'm just giving you guys my side of the story. No one lives my side. No one is living my life. So no one should be telling you anything about me. Because no one, not you or anyone on the internet, knows nothing about me. Let's be real about this. You see information on the internet, blah, blah, blah. That's why I took some of the information down. Because you guys are just using, abusing, calling my employer, getting me fired. That was like the best fucking, not the best job. It was a very well-made job. The job required, well, let's put it this way. The job paid well. The job paid well, and it got me terminated. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I have to tell you this and explain to some of the new people that visit this channel. I normally walk around the city. Today I was supposed to go to Harlem for the African American parade, but since PayPal refuses to release my funds, I have no transportation, I have no food. Yeah, I got no money to buy Gatorade or electrolytes when I'm out there. And I'm not hopping the train. I'm not trying to get a ticket. I'm not trying to deal with the NYPD after I've been profiled. It's just until I get an official answer from NYPD, what was that about? Because even all the officers said, that was uncalled for. That was an illegal stop. That was an illegal stop for no reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm just asking for your ears. That's all. And this is why I keep telling everyone, I don't have loyal friends. Come on. If I had friends, they should have been with me mind you, if I had friends, why were they not with me yesterday, paying respects and mourning with me? No. You know what everyone wanted to do yesterday, everybody? They text me, and I kept ignoring their messages on Instagram. Yeah, Panda, we got in the skate session. Like, no. Today's my day of mourning. I didn't reply back. They're not even paying attention. This is why I know they're not my friends. How many times I have posted on Instagram that I will be not doing anything on Saturday? They don't want to listen. This is why I know I don't have friends. You want to go skate and you need me to do... No, you need me. You always need me to do something, right? But you never want to pay respects to the things I want to do. Like the people that I want to pay respects to. This is why the rollerbladers, I'm done. Right, Lil Brian? Done. After this summer, we're officially done. That Chris Page guy, you're a fucking abuser. Or you just use people to get your way. But I'm so sorry, everyone. Not this past couple of weeks, these past 5 years, the war has been very violent. 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, I had to suffer. Look, I had to suffer because of the stupidity this country is doing. And its leadership. Look what I had to suffer. I lost her because of that hate. You beat her. You arred her twice. You violate her body. You beat her again. No. These 5 years have been awful. Awful. No, you want to see? You want to see what's awful? I'll show you what's awful. When I went to Milwaukee, when I found out about E, I was devastated. Why I was there? I was even assaulted on the bus, and look what happened to my face. This is mid-process. Keep this in mind. This woman threw hot water in my face. Hot water. While I was in Milwaukee paying my respects. I had to go get skin graft surgery from another. I had to get an eye surgery. Then I came to New York, to Mount Sinai. Then I went to Boston. If you want to see those videos, that happened all in 2021. Happened in 2021. I got my face burned. You know how much money out my savings came out of my pocket? The medical expense in this country is ridiculously high. When I knew if I was still in Japan, that same medical procedure would have been much, 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 much cheaper than America's price tag. America is overpriced and overpricing everything. I lost my savings because of this whole shit. The justice for E, my face. So don't tell me what I've been through. I've been through a lot of fucking agony and pain. Now I'm in pain. I'm upset. I'm upset at a lot of things, everyone. I'm not upset at you. I'm upset at the world, what it's become. But I digress, everyone. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get PayPal to give me my money today. Because I need it. I need to buy groceries, man. I need to buy food. Sorry. Poor people, poor YouTubers like me are just poor. Simple as that. My parents don't fucking give me money anymore. I don't need their money. They're not even my real parents. I don't need their money. I really don't. At least I did good with the money that was given to me. I help people. I make people live. Mind you, during the pandemic, everyone, I took my own life savings and started helping people at the Northwest Portland hostel. That's on video too. I was literally paying for other people's stays because they had no place to go during the pandemic. So I was like, I can hook you up with a week stay, bro. He was like, oh, you serious? That week stay, mind you, that week stay became a month stay for each person. I literally paid at least a month per person to stay at the hostel. Like, for instance, you guys remember what happened to me at the hostel? Remember the blonde, cute, blue-eyed girl that was there? Well, she stole, mind you, remember, she stole $1,500 from me and then checked out that early morning, and everyone was like, why is she checking out? She stole $1,500 from me. Yeah. We were all having a good time, you know, mind you, isolation, right? I have my, you know, everyone, man, that's why this is why I can say what I can say about everyone I have met. If I meet you again and I see you at a hostel, I'm going to let the hostel staff know that you robbed me at another hostel. Just like, what's his face? From the Northwest Portland. He kept claiming that he works for Nike, but never worked for Nike. Yeah, he lied about that. He never worked for Nike at all. Turns out he was just a con. He stole, mind you, he also stole money from 2 other guests in the hostel. And that is on video too. And yeah, in 2020, 2021. So don't tell me I did not do any good for humanity. I didn't know none of these people at the hostel. But Jim and Britta that owned the hostel, they knew me very well. I've been going there since what, 2013? I mean, not 2013, what, 2003, 2004? Been going to the same hostel for a long, long time. Even the owners know my adopted parents. Like, what happened to your Japanese parents? Like, what's the deal with them? Oh, they don't even visit anymore. They don't even care. We're not talking. So I just want people to watch those videos. How I get, mind you, I brought the pizza, I brought the marijuana, I brought the cannabis for everybody. Yeah, I had fed people during the pandemic. I was feeding people like you, because you have a right to live. You don't have the right to be out in the street during the pandemic. My heart felt bad. And this is the time when I just spoke to E about coming to Portland. She was like, I want to come to Portland. I was like, I want you too. I want you to come to Portland. I was just speaking to E on the phone. I really wanted to travel with E, but right now, everyone, I'm just trying to come up with a plan right now, because PayPal is just not making my life easier right now. The government can increase their citizens better, but instead they send tons of money to Israel. What's your take? Listen, you think Israel is the only country that America sends money to? Did you know America is in debt too? Yeah, America is in debt too. America owes countries money. How are you going to sit here and say they send money, but they owe money? America owes money. Believe it or not. All lives matter. I don't give a fuck. Israel, Palestinian, all lives matter, bro. We are human beings. Like I said, when you want to put God, when you want to utilize God as your weapon, because that's what you guys are doing, that's when you have conflict. Religion is a conflict. It always has been. This is why I don't want to be on either side. I want to stay on the neutral side. Everybody has the right to fucking live. Period. If you don't get that through your head, then you're just as evil as the rest of the world. If you think one side should live and the other should not, then you're as evil as the rest of the world. Everybody has the right to live. Period. You don't make a decision like, oh, since you this culture, you don't have the right to live. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're a human being too. You bleed just the same. You shit the same. You pee the same. You eat the same. You read the same. You understand the same. So what makes you so different? Because some man made up a Bible, some religion, and now everyone's in conflict? This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't go... This is why I stay away from this is why I now stay away from politics. I stay away from churches. I stay away from the word God. And when I try to explain to my audience why I don't believe in God, it's because all these problems exist around God. Everyone keep telling me, oh, you need God. Really? Really? I need God? God hasn't answered one fucking prayer. Think about that. He hasn't answered not a single fucking prayer of mine. And I didn't do anything wrong. I did not do anything wrong. Think about that. I served. I gave back to my people. I gave back to another country. I gave back, mind you, I went to France to help feed the homeless and got a ticket for feeding the homeless in Paris. Do you guys remember that? I got 2 tickets for feeding homeless in Paris. Because, mind you, you need a permit of some sort to actually do that in Paris. Because, mind you, they were cleaning up downtown Paris, and which looks much better today. Holy shit. If you were living in Paris back in the day, like a few years ago, before the pandemic, you'd have been like, oh, it stinks out here, it smells feces and all that shit. So don't tell me what I did not do. I know what to do. Like I said, I don't need God. I need myself to encourage myself to do the right thing. But listen, I don't hate you guys for saying these things. Like for instance, Lord Potato says, Jesus loves you. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with that. Well, I'm just saying I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't want to take your words and make them seem like I don't believe those. I know that's coming from your mouth. Because when you say that, Jesus loves you, that's not Jesus saying that, that's you saying that. Think about it, that's you. So it's not Jesus, it's Potato loves you. Or I should say Lord Potato loves you. But thank you. I'm not hating on against you guys. I just don't believe in God. Because if God was real, why is he not answering my prayers? Bring back E. Bring back my best friend. Bring back my family. Why do I need to be the lone? Why am I the loner? Why did you design me to be a loner? Give me that good fucking explanation, God. Why do you make my life so miserable? Why do I have to be black? These are the questions that you should be asking him. But he's never going to answer. Because there's never going to be an answer. Does anybody know a way that I can get PayPal to release my funds? Because I really need my money today. I have to eat something. I gotta eat breakfast. I gotta eat lunch. Does anyone, a financier or a CPA, what the fuck is going on with PayPal? I really need the money. But with that said, everyone, I really need that. But like I said, everyone, I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm doing now. You know, I'm angry. I'm also hurt. I'm crying. I'm sad. I'm lonely. I'm suffering through my own fucking mental health. At least I'm honest about it. Unlike other people around here in New York City faking the funk, acting like they don't have any mental fucking problems. We all have mental health problems. We all suffer through it. Let's say you lost a dog. You had your dog for 15 years and your companion just died. That's an emotional state. That is an emotional state. That is called mental health. You're going through some mental problems because you're facing your loss. Everybody goes through it. And it's fucking Sunday, the worst day in New York to be. There's no food pantries open. oh yeah, let me point this out. Food pantries barely exist anymore in New York City. You gotta go fucking community hunting. You gotta go to community refrigerator. That means you gotta get on the train or get on the bus to go to one community refrigerator to another. If you don't have transportation, good luck. You are going to be walking for a long, and you're going to be waiting and walking for long periods of time. And you might not even you may not even find anything in the community refrigerators here in New York City. Because lately, food has been very short and people have not been donating to the community refrigerators. There's a shortage of food, mind you, and winter's coming up, and now you see a lot of homeless on the streets again. because they used up their summer days in the shelter. Mind you, you only get 30 days in the shelter a year. Oh yeah, that's right, everyone. You didn't know that. Let me inform you. In New York City, if you want to stay at these dangerous, criminal, homeless men and women shelters, which I don't recommend, because we got robbed from one of them. And mind you, just recently, a homeless man shot a security guard with a gun. And then the other day, someone stabbed a homeless security guard. Yeah, this is why you don't stay at these homeless shelters. They're dangerous. They're designed to be prisons, and they don't care who they put in these places. They don't care if they put a sex offender in the shelter or not. They don't care if you didn't do anything bad in your entire life. They're gonna put you with the bad people. This is why the system here sucks. Mind you, they ask you these questions. Have you ever been arrested for any crimes? They're like, no, ma'am, never. But they still put you in a facility with a bunch of fucking criminals. And then they want to steal your shoes. They want to steal your socks. They want to steal your clothes. They want to steal your phone so they can get some crack, some drugs. That's the New York City homeless system in New York City. Nothing but fucking bad and nothing but violent people doing nothing. Like that woman yesterday, we were live streaming over here by my storage. She always asks for 75 cents because she's an alcoholic, but she stays at the homeless shelter, the hotel. She stays at the hotel. This is why I was like, why are taxpayers, why is the shelter, everyone has a right to live, but mind you, you don't have a right to abuse the system. People are abusing the welfare system like it's fucking it's raining men, like it's raining money off of trees. Oh, my panda. What happened to my PayPal? Well, I have money that was supposed to go to my deceased girlfriend's, bouquet flowers, right? But other people chipped in, so I was going to take the rest of my funds, but the funds that Bill Lewis sent, they are withholding those funds for some fucking dumb-ass reason. I'm not going to explain the reason again, but it's just stupid. It's stupid. It's so stupid that PayPal does this all the fucking time. But for example, just not too long ago, 3 weeks ago, PayPal locked me out my account because I bought a banana again from Target for 39 cents. That's why there's a video on this channel called PayPal versus the banana. That's how stupid PayPal is. You literally locked me out my account for 2 days for 39 cents, saying that the transaction seems suspicious. But I've been buying the same banana from Target for over a year and a half now, and now you guys saying it's suspicious? 39 cents is suspicious. Okay. Yeah, go watch that video, everybody. They locked me out my account for 2 days. I had to transfer money from PayPal to Venmo, which, mind you, that's a fee. And PayPal did not give me back my fee money. They knew they screwed up when I got on the phone with them twice. They knew they screwed up. Why would you lock me out my account? That's not a suspicious transaction. If you look at my transaction, you see Target. Don't you see 78 cents there? That's for the banana. Don't you see 39 cents there from previous transaction? That is for the banana. This is why PayPal does things, it's to hold interest on your money. They do this because they want interest on your money. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm houseless. I'm staying at the International Hostel. I have to pay rent. But I haven't been sleeping very well lately. And mind you, I'm not making a lot of money at this time either. So, any support that you guys want to give, I appreciate it. $1, $5, any support for today only. Because right now, it's only for today. If you guys want to support, that's up to you. I don't force anyone to do anything. But there is a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You guys could donate there. Yes, I received a small donation yesterday, and it worked. I was able to get that transaction. We just wanted to make sure that it was working so I can receive other transactions. And I just need this money so I can go food shopping, everyone. I need to go grocery shopping. I can't afford to eat out. And mind you, I don't have money to eat out. I don't have anything in my name. I spend a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you how much. Let me show you how much I spend. If I can filter this out, give me a second. See, I brought these for E. I brought these for E. I want you guys to see the flowers I brought for E. Look at that big flower. Like, that's for E. Just to remind people, that's E. You can pause it, read that, but she was murdered. She was R'd. I'm not going to say the R word because YouTube doesn't like it. But she was violated twice by two nasty-ass teenager boys. She was beaten. Her face looked like the little black boy that was whistling at the white girl back in the 1940s. Smitty, that's his last name. He looked like his... When they beat her, she was unrecognizable, friend. She was... Like I said, what they did to E was very, very cruel. So, with that said, everyone, I'm just being honest about my life, unlike other people. But yeah. But anybody wants to support today, it's up to you. You don't have to. It's not your problem. But I appreciate it if anyone wants to contribute, help. Like I said, I was supposed to do a few things today. Go to Harlem to cover the African American parade. I can't even do that. So, damn, it's much colder in the mornings now. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And the clouds are rolling in now. Oh, my panda. Supposed to be an overcast day today. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I need to eat some breakfast, bro. You know, there used to be a community refrigerator here in Long Island City about 2-3 years ago. They took that out. So sad. They took that out. But anyway, folks, thank you for listening. Thank you for having a conversation with me. But reality is reality, right? I gotta suffer, right? I gotta go through all the pain. So, thank you for listening early this morning. Those that are new here, I do this normally. I do walk around the city, live stream. I'm actually a photographer, independent filmmaker, journalist, documentarian. Before that, I used to work for government and for states and for 501c3. So, and I just gave up on these jobs because I filed EEOCs because they was not respecting my rights as an fair employer. Well, some agencies were not. So, you know, if you don't know what an EEOC is, you should know what an EEOC is if you work in North America. That's so important to know what an EEOC is. If you ever work for government or any state, you would know what an EEOC is. You should learn your equal opportunity rights to file a complaint against your employer for discrimination, harassment, sexual harassment, stalking. It could be whatever. Read those human resources booklets that you get when you are employed with your employers. That includes from McDonald's or to Burger King. You always get a human resources guide. You're supposed to receive that from each and every employer. Yeah, it's called the Human Resources Guide. You're supposed to receive that when you are employed at every single employment. If you don't receive it, you can download it yourself on the internet. It tells you your rights. And you must have evidence to prove your case. Document it, record video, take video, photos, doesn't matter, voice recordings, but depends on the state. Because, mind you, this is a one consent state. I could literally record you without consent. But if I was in California, that would have been a different story. I have to ask you your consent. Where am I going to get food today, bro? This city is fucking... I can't wait until tomorrow, man. This is nonsense, PayPal. Come on, man. I need my fucking money. I need to buy food. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I don't want to hold up your time anymore. I'm just kind of going on a rant now. Because I don't know what I can do. I don't even know what I can do. Let me just check one more time. PayPal release. Nope. Did not release my funds. Just to prove my point, this is how much I got in my fucking account. 41 cents. I got 41 cents in my account. Thank you, PayPal. You bunch of jerk-offs. Fucking idiots, man. So I'm just showing everyone I'm broke as a joke. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give you guys clarity. This is what PayPal does. And it's not right, man. I can't even go where I wanted to go today so I can entertain my audience. Because how many times I've been to Harlem within the last 4 years since I've been here? Maybe 4 times, maybe 5. This would have been a good opportunity to go down to Harlem, record some New York City events, African American parade. But nope. But I want to say thank you to Patricia, Michael Collins, Yuki, Laura Bryan, I want to say thank you to Court Square Pizza for donating $50 for E's Flowers. I want to say thank you to John Z, the only rollerblader that donated money for E's Flowers, by the way. I want to say thank you to him for donating for the flowers. And the rest, and I want to say thank you for Patricia for covering, and Yuki for covering the other fees for the flowers as well. So thank you guys so much for looking out for E and trying to help me with the finances and expense. But, you know, most of my money came out my pocket, so I thank you so much, everyone, for your support. I knew E would have liked it. She always would say thank you. So take it with a grain of salt, everyone. And they're about to start a baseball game. Bathroom's not open. I don't know why. Like I said, New York City parks, you guys are very inconsistent, but you got the conservatory fucking staff out on the street corners asking you to spend more money. Don't give the conservative CEO more money, everyone, from the New York City parks. Her salary is overkill. You know how much money she made? Oh my Panda, guys, this is why the city is corrupt. How is she's a billion? How's a park conservative making billions of dollars when she does nothing? Corrupt city, everybody. This is a very fucking corrupt city. But if you guys want to support, like I said, down in the description below is my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. It really does help today, especially this morning. But thank you for listening and supporting. Talk to you guys in the next one.